Okay, so it has already been a crazy morning. And I'm like waiting for something else to happen. I'm working on my puzzle. So I separate first. I got these cool containers from, I want to say it was Home Goods. Totally awesome for a puzzle separator. And Paul was really funny. He's like, that's cheating. I'm like, no, it's not. It's actually more convenient because say I don't get a chance to finish this, obviously, in one day. I need to move the stuff. They're already in containers. First thing he goes,
lots of food.
I know you have lots of food there. But first thing, we rounded the corner and he goes, Mom, where's Lightning McQueen? And I told Riley what happened because she was looking for him with me.
I thought you took it down.
Yeah, no, I told him I didn't want to tell him. Okay, so it has already been a crazy morning and I'm like waiting for something else to happen. So last night didn't get to finish vlogging because we had some really strange weather. Like we didn't lose power, but our like neighbors did, and it was just really weird. So we actually didn't have the kids last night. My mom actually took them for overnight. She wanted to hang out with them. And it's really hard having the kids get to go over there all together. Normally like one's got, you know, dance, or one's got POMs, or one's got hockey, or something's going on. So everybody was okay to go over there yesterday. So they went over there yesterday. So Paul and I decided to watch Bears game last night and order a pizza. So it was like really relaxing, really low key. I think Barkley was so excited because she literally was like passed out and she was like so relaxed. Because that, you know, it gets crazy in the house. But it's very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Can you hear it now? Still quiet. So, but I'm just trying to play like clean up and catch up. Paul's already at work. So as I was saying, last night we didn't lose power, but like 15 minutes into the Bears game, we were downstairs watching it and like this huge like power surge went out. And it literally was like, zoom, and then everything like went back on. Okay. So it was just like, and it really wasn't raining last night. It was windy, but not too bad. Like we've had worse winds, and it was just, but it was very, very cold. Like the temperature went from like 61 to like 22. It was really, really crazy. So took a while for like the TV to reload, and it always does when everything like resets, but like nothing up here, everything was fine. And then about like 10:30, we heard a bang, and it was really weird. And when I walked upstairs, I noticed in my office, all my lights were out, but the lights were on in the kitchen. And I'm like, that's really, really weird. So Paul went downstairs, tripped the breaker, and it went back on. So this morning, woke up to snow. There wasn't even snow in the forecast. It was just saying it was gonna be very windy today, which it's not even windy at all. So Paul was like, did you know it was supposed to snow? I'm like, no, it was in the forecast. And then it said it was out of the forecast. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So he left for work, and there wasn't that much snow, but all the snow like blew to our front door, where we literally had like this much snow. And I was like, but there's barely like nothing on the ground. Like if you look outside right now, like there's nothing like sticking besides like the grass. Like the sidewalks are pretty much like fine. So I'm like, I'm gonna go get the shovel the little stoop and the little bit, it was like maybe one block of cement that had snow. And I'm shoveling, and I look over to my left, and I see this mound of snow. And I'm like, oh, that's so weird. I'm like, Lightning McQueen, our blow up, must have been buried. So I'm trying to uncover it, and Lightning is gone. And I'm like, oh my goodness, where's Lightning McQueen? So I look at the cord, and the brown extension cord is there that was connected to Lightning McQueen. I look at this thing is like fried and split off, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I unplugged it, and it's funny because I must have unplugged it and I must have tripped the breaker again because when I came back in the house, the Christmas tree was off in my office. So I had to trip it again. So I'm like, what is going on? So I looked at the camera yesterday, and the time that we had the big bang, Lightning McQueen was gone. He was just like vanished off the camera. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm a little upset because it was a brand new blow up we bought for Mason this year, and it wasn't even that windy for this to happen. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. I looked at Amazon, couldn't find another one. I did find one more on eBay, the exact same price that we went ahead and bought Lightning McQueen. So I bought it just in case. And then hopefully when I go pick up the kids later, I'm gonna drive around to see if I can find it. But I don't know, like I don't even want to tell Mason because I think he's going to be really, really upset because he wanted this blow up last year and was sold out. And then I finally got it this year and I'm like, So I'm hoping the person that I bought it from on eBay said that they only used it a couple times, like brand new, but because they used it, they have to put it as used. And it was the only one. I'm like hoping that like nothing's wrong with it. So, but I know like what I'm going to do is when I get it, I'm gonna blow it up in my house because it's a decent size, but I mean it's not like really, really tall. It's like more like long. So I'm gonna see if it works, and then I'm not even gonna bother putting it out because we still got like about a week, about 10 days before we really should be taking down the Christmas decorations. So I think the next time I go outside and it's like a really nice outside day, I'm gonna take the only thing I have left is like the little balls on the Christmas tree, not Christmas tree, the tree outside, because we really didn't get a chance to decorate it outside this year due to like the weather. So it's been really crazy. So I'm just really hoping that when I drive around the neighborhood, I find this Lightning McQueen, because then that way I'll just go ahead and take the one back. But I'm so upset. And I called Paul and he's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, it's so weird. But what scares me most is when whatever blew and pulled that cord, we lost power in that room. And I'm like, and I did not like that. And even when I unplugged it, it did it again. So I'm like kind of like, with electricity. That's like me. So weekly vlog. I told the kids this week we got New Year's going on. I really want to get like into the swing of things because Paul's working normal. And I know it's the last week before they go back to school and I want to have as much fun as I can with them, but I still want to do like my stuff. So like Mondays I do a full cleaning of the kitchen. Like I clean the microwave and I clean the oven top and I clean, you know, pull everything out. Normally I just do like a 10-minute kitchen tidy every single day where I wipe down the counters and everything, but I really want to fully do that. And then on Mondays I edit. So right now, since the kids aren't here, I'm like fully editing all these vlogs because I'm kind of behind. Like now I'm actually like, I'm editing today to where I have to post the one that's for today. And I don't want to do that. I kind of want to be ahead of the game, but it's been so crazy with Christmas and the holidays. So I'm just playing catch up right now and doing that. And I figured hopefully I can get all the editing done before I have to pick the kids up. And then I want to run to the store and get some groceries for New Year's and then come home and clean the kitchen. But I still want to go ahead and have fun this week. So that's what's been going on. So hopefully nothing else happens. I'm like, Paul told me that he was gonna get me some Legos for Christmas and he didn't get a chance to get them because they were sold out and he didn't get a chance to go like the one store that he wanted to. So I've been buying the Legos that he's been buying me, or he wanted to buy me. He's like, just get it. And they were actually like more so on sale at like certain places. So I was like, well, it worked out. So he's so funny because, or he's not funny. I'm looking at these Legos and they're Harry Potter. And I really wanted to get all the classrooms to display in my bookshelf, as well as Diagon Alley. And I guess now what's coming out is like Hogsmeade. So I'm like, oh, I'm really excited for that too. I don't have the castle, which I'm like, I kind of didn't want the castle. I just wanted the stuff that would fit into my bookshelf. And I noticed, so I got delivered yesterday potions, the potions classroom. And if you guys know anything about Harry Potter Legos, let me know in the comments below, because I'm like really confused, because when I got the potions one, it says it slips into the castle of like 76535, whatever one that is. And I didn't know that. So I'm like, this is crazy. So I ordered the potions classroom, charms, and herbology. Okay, those are regular ones. I don't know if they all go in there, but I know for sure potions goes into the castle, but it's like a small castle. So I'm like, I don't see how all these goes in there. So then I ordered divination, I never can say that one, and transfiguration with McGonagall. So those two, they're actually like a book. So I don't know how big they are, but I was like, whatever. If it's just like a little classroom, I don't really care. The figures are still the same. So the only ones I have left to do is get flying and Defense Against the Dark Arts, I believe. I think that, Mad-Eye Moody's in that one. So I just have 2 more that I need to go ahead and get, and I was like, maybe I'll just wait till they go on sale, because obviously, but I'm afraid because potions, like, I'm glad I got it when I did because it got sold out. So I'm like, I don't know if I should buy these now. So yeah, so that's what I want to do with that. But the only thing I noticed is out of all these Legos, I don't have Dumbledore. And I'm like, oh no. I got Hagrid's hut a while ago, so I'm like, well, I gotta get Dumbledore, you know? So I'm trying to figure out like what Lego goes with Dumbledore. Well, this new like castle thing that's like $140 has Dumbledore, and I'm like, I really don't want to get that big of a Lego, but I'll see. But that's what I'm gonna do. My goal this year for the new year is, 1, I told Paul that from now, well actually when the kids go back to school, until spring break, so it's almost 3 months, we're gonna do kind of like some healthy health kick. So I'm gonna be like hardcore meal planning. Like I told him, I'm like, I really, really wanna stick to this. And January, February, and March are like the perfect months for me because I love hot tea and I only really like to drink it when it's hot, like, or when it's cold outside to like warm me up. So I told him like what we're gonna do is like, for sure, like we are not gonna drink any alcohol unless we go out. I wanna like hardcore drink like nothing but water. I think I'm even gonna cut back on the coffee. You guys know that's really hard for me, but cut back on the coffee, drink a lot more water, and then at night have like a nice cup of hot tea and just relax. So that's my goal. And then meal plan. And even like I bought him some containers that he can bring to work that like automatically like heats up with a cord and everything. So hopefully he'll get some stuff too. And I want to just meal plan. So my goal is like on Sundays to meal prep containers. And me, I don't care if I eat like the same thing every single day. So if I'm trying to get really high in protein and be under my calorie deficient, like I'm gonna have to eat the same thing every single day. And the one thing that I noticed is my breakfast, normally I don't eat until like after Mason goes to school, which it's just so crazy in the morning anyway, so it's like, it's fine, is I do this like egg scramble. And I have like 55 grams of protein in there. So I'm gonna, between that, I'm gonna do a couple of those. And then for dinner, I'll do like a couple different things. And then I'm just gonna meal plan on the weekends. And then when we go out, I'm just gonna have to be really, really cautious. So, but I heard, and it makes sense. Like if I have to have 1,200 calories a day to be under my calorie deficient, and you really should be only focusing like on the week's worth. So if you do 1,200 times 7, that should be your whole entire calories for the whole entire week. So say like one day I only have like 500 calories, it happens. Those extra 700 I can go ahead and put onto the weekend. And I've noticed it's been, helping me. So I'm gonna be doing that with my meals. I'm hoping to get a really good jump start with that when the kids go back to school. I gotta figure out about working out because I'm gonna go slowly back into working out. But the number one thing I really wanna do is make sure I do 8,000 steps a day. So I've got my tracker watch, so I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do that. And then what else? We're just trying to be really, really healthy, but I really wanna feel like good about myself. Like we didn't really gain a lot of weight over the holidays, but I just feel like so like blah and tired. And I don't know if it's just because we've been running around the kids and we've been doing like extra stuff this holiday season, to make like things really nice for them. But I just like something's up with both me and Paul. Like my body's sore, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something. So if you guys got any tips or tricks, let me know because I will test them out. But yeah, but I've got a lot of puzzles and a lot of Legos, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just take it slow, especially like being like the cold. January, February, March. That I just want to be, have some fun. I want to have some fun and just relax and enjoy. And I have so many books that I still haven't read. I'm like, who knows? Maybe like in the evening, I'm just gonna go back to reading a book and having a nice cup of hot tea. But I'm like, I need to get back and lift like stuff to like make me like feel good. So yesterday, I actually was building a puzzle that Paul got me. I'll show you what it is because it is a Christmas one. It's my only Christmas one. I was gonna do a Batman one, and I was like, oh, I better do this Christmas one first because definitely need to finish this. But I'll show you what I do when I make puzzles. All right, so I didn't get a chance to do a lot with the puzzles that I was doing yesterday. But I'm gonna definitely, after I pick up the kids, I think I'm gonna enjoy watching some Christmas movies downstairs and working on my puzzle. So I separate first. I got these cool containers from, I want to say it was Home Goods. Totally awesome for a puzzle separator. And Paul was really funny. He's like, that's cheating. I'm like, no, it's not. It's actually more convenient because say I don't get a chance to finish this, obviously, in one day. I need to move the stuff. They're already in containers. So normally what I do is I put a puzzle on a board and I build it that way. It's nice because then I can build it here or go to the kitchen table or go to our bar top and do it there wherever I want to build the puzzle. But I like this. So what I do when I separate is I separate all the ends. I'll do this first. And what's really nice is I'll actually show you what this one looks like. This is what the puzzle looks like. I love Thomas Kincaid. But this one is very, very colorful. So I don't see like this one being that hard to do. But I will do the edges first. And then if there's any characters, obviously this is a Disney one, it's got Mickey and Minnie, I will separate those into a pile and I will take these and build these after. And that way I can spread it out onto the poster board. It's like a thick cardboard poster board that I put it on. And I will go ahead and build it next. And then honestly, if there's any couple, a couple pieces that already have like these were already together, I leave them. It's okay. It's not a big deal. At least to me, it's not. But then what I do is, actually before I do that, I separate these. So this one over here has all the shapes that have just two little ones out. This one has two, but it's on the side. And then I have one that has just one. So this is all ones. And this is all nothing. And then the ones underneath here, I want to do this without dropping it. This one has 4. And then over here, this one has 3 sides. So I separate it like that. And then what I do is I think to myself, like, okay, what should I work on next? I saw this, the little rug back here, a lot of pieces like that. So I'll probably go through this, and then pull all those types of pieces out first and then work on this. And then maybe I'll work on the tree next. And then maybe I'll work on the window. And then it'll be a lot easier to work on the rest of the puzzle. But what's really nice is once I have since I separated all those, when I get down to where there's barely any pieces to fill, you can see oh, this one needs one that has this type of puzzle. I'm missing this piece. So then I'll go into that section and look for the piece in there. And I like it like that. So, but that's my little tips and tricks on me building a puzzle. But it's relaxing for me. So when I did not have this, honestly guys, when I was trying to build a puzzle and I was trying to be relaxing, it was more stressful because I'm like, I don't know where these pieces are. And so this is, it's a good thing for me. Oh, look what I found. So, the house across the street from us, they have a neighbor that's their house is sideways, but their backyard faces, and they have a pool with a wooden fence around it, and he was caught up in the wooden fence, thank God. So blew him up in the house. He's good. The cord's good. The only thing that broke, and I'm okay with this, and Mason actually thought the cord was broke, so he has 2 of these in the front and then 2 of these in the back. One in the front and one in the back ripped off. So that's what must have happened, that they that he separated. It won't even focus right now. But at least he's good. I know you're upset. I bought another one, so I'm just gonna return the other one, but at least we found him. My luck is I would have never bought the other one and we never would have found him. That's always how it is. But so I told Mason that I think maybe since we've got 10 days left, that realistically stuff needs to stay up. I think we're just gonna keep him off, or keep him, I'm just gonna put him away because it's snowing outside. By the time it's freezing too, by the time the snow goes down and it melts, we're supposed to get more snow. So I think we're just done with him. So as soon as he deflates fully, because he's just hanging out over there, deflates fully and dries up, I'm gonna pack him up in a box, and then I'm gonna have to wait until it melts to find out where those things are. But right after I picked up the kids from my mom's house,
Hi.
first thing he goes,
Lots of food.
I know you have lots of food there. But first thing we rounded the corner and he goes, Mom, where's Lightning McQueen? And I told Riley what happened because she was looking for him with me.
I thought you took it down.
Yeah, no, I told him I didn't want to tell him. So he was upset. But then I found him and I ran through the snow. It was like seriously running through like 2 feet of snow to try to get this Lightning McQueen out of the thing. But he must have, one of the cords got hooked underneath like, I don't know, maybe like a stick that's like in the ground. And I think that's why he didn't blow anywhere else. But I think he wouldn't have blown anywhere else because of the fence. So you happy we got him back though?
Yeah.
I know I'm happy. I was so upset because last year he wanted Lightning McQueen. He was sold out everywhere. And then I finally got it from this year. And then of course that happens. But Dad will be happy. So. All right.
How can this happen again? What, next Christmas?
I don't know. We'll have to figure out how to stake him down a little bit better. Or if there's a bad windstorm, I don't know. I mean, he was down anyways, but a lot of people's stuff got flipped and everything from last night. So, I don't know. I was going to say bless you. All right, so we just got home from picking them up. And I just went to the grocery store and got a bunch of stuff for New Year's Eve. I'm trying to figure out how to put that in the fridge and freezer. So, these two are going to clean. And clean. And clean. Clean! Clean! Alright, so I've been working on my puzzle last night. I have not started it up today, so this was just a couple hours I did last night watching Christmas movies. This one's over here enjoying his Switch with Barkley on his lap. So cute. We've been low-key today because I don't feel good. I've been working all day with computer stuff, and the moment I stop is when I start crashing. I don't know what's going on, sore throat and everything. Stuffy nose. Riley feels the same way. So, but I know at least like when I was doing this last night, I was fine. And then once I stopped to actually just like enjoy like the last half hour of my Christmas movie, that's when I like shut down. And then this one's over here enjoying some lunch and watching some YouTube, right, on her Switch. Guys, I didn't buy them. Santa got them Switches to play on them, not to watch YouTube. You can watch YouTube on your TV. This is all that they do, so, too funny. Well, we are just gonna relax. Riley went to work and Dad's working too, so we're just gonna, well, they're just gonna watch YouTube and I'm gonna watch Christmas movies and build my puzzle.